Hey guys, this is a Monstrum Nitro red dot. It's a RMSC footprint red dot that I found for a really low price. So I figured, it's cheap enough that I'll get one and I'll just try it out. And there was something I found out about it as soon as I looked through it that made me want to make this video. And so the answer, getting straight to it, is your cheap red dots do not get bright enough. So we're outdoors on a sunny day. I have 5 red dots here that I'm going to show you the difference with how bright they get. And because it's kind of hard to show the brightness of these things on camera, the camera wants to try to level everything out. I also have an indoor demonstration that I'm going to show you, so make sure you stick around for that or use the timestamp links. The red dots I'm going to be showing you today are the Monstrum Nitro, the Cyelee Chameleon, the Holosun 407K, the SIG Romeo X Compact Enclosed, and the Vortex Defender XL. And these are, spoiler alert, in order from dimmest to brightest. Here's the Monstrum Nitro. All of these red dots, by the way, are turned up to their brightest setting. So let's see. Okay, you see the red dot there? It's you can see it, but I would consider this dot to be just bright enough to see indoors. On a sunny day, it's not great. The Cyelee Chameleon, I consider this dot to be bright enough to see, but I want it to be a couple of notches brighter, This is kind of on the edge of acceptable. The Holosun. Holosuns are bright enough. They are not the brightest in the world, but they do get bright enough. Then with the Romeo X, we're starting to get into truly bright. Not quite sure how well that's going to come across on camera, but this one is truly bright, should be bright enough for any conditions. Then the Vortex Defender XL. This one is extremely bright. There's some starbursting I can see even with this bright sunny day. Yeah, you won't have any problem with this guy. Here I'm indoors in a dimly lit room. All dots are on their brightest setting. Look how much light gets thrown in my face by the Vortex Defender XL. It's incredible. Next is the SIG Romeo X Compact Enclosed, also extremely bright. Next is the Holosun 407K. I consider Holosuns to be bright enough, but not extremely bright. Next we have the Cyelee Chameleon. You can't see any light thrown in my face. I consider this to be not quite as bright as I'd like. Next is the Monstrum Nitro. Definitely too dim. You can barely tell it's on in this video. So guys, yeah, that's just something I've noticed with these cheaper red dots. They do not get as bright as you would like. If all you do is shoot on an indoor range or something like that, it's probably fine. But if you're going to go outdoors on a bright sunny day, you might find that they're lacking. But just another thing to comment on red dots, these cheap ones, a lot of people might be worried they're not durable. And of course that's a concern, but for cheaper red dots, for even the cheap ones, the glass and the body is probably not what's going to fail first. I mean, it's sort of like cell phones these days. Even a cheap one is durable enough to survive some drops and stuff. But if you abuse it, it is going to break because they are still glass, and relatively thin aluminum, or hopefully it's aluminum on your cheapest ones. they're going to be plastic, you know that's not going to work. You know what's going to tend to fail on you first are the electronics, because, well, you've got everything packed into a very small area, and of course everybody's trying to keep costs down, but your electronics may just die one day. And this will happen even on nice red dots, you know, Trigicons and so forth, because, well, you got very small stuff and it's on a reciprocating slide, right? So how long is it going to last? It's probably going to fail one day, and just when is that failure acceptable, right? Because like this guy, I don't know how long it'll last. But as the slide reciprocates, it's going to be shaking these things up, and you know, solder joints may break and whatever. So that will happen in time, even with your really nice red dots. So it's just a matter of time. There's not a great way to test that. I'm not going to shoot 10,000 rounds to try to test all these red dots. I guess maybe a great way to do it would be to build a mount with a motorized thing that just shakes it back and forth. I'd like to do that one day. Don't know if I will, but I think that would be a nice testing point. So anyways, to summarize, cheap red dots are not that bright, and their electronics might not be very good. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching.